Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, are living organisms whose genetic material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. These alterations can involve the insertion, deletion, or modification of genes to introduce new traits or characteristics that are beneficial. Well, these GMOs have been developed for a variety of purposes, and this includes improving crop yields as well as increasing resistance to pests and diseases, enhancing nutritional content, and reducing the environmental impact that agriculture makes. One of the key breakthroughs in combating the Colorado potato beetle has been the development of the BT potato. This genetically modified potato incorporates a gene for the Bacillus thuringiensis, or BT protein, and this is a natural insecticide. But you may ask, why go so far just to genetically modify a crop like the potato? Well, it starts off with the potato production facing several challenges globally, and this affects farmers at a topic that we have previously tackled: food security. One significant struggle is the susceptibility of potatoes to various pests and diseases, and this includes pests like the Colorado potato beetle and diseases such as late blight, and this may cause devastating losses if not managed effectively. While traditional methods of pest control, such as chemical pesticides, can be costly, and these may also be harmful to the environment and may contribute to the development of pesticide resistant pests. Additionally, potato crops are sensitive to environmental factors like drought, heat stress, and soil quality, and these may impact yields and quality. Climate change exacerbates these challenges by altering growing conditions and increasing the prevalence of pests and diseases. Going back to the beta potato, which is our topic for today's podcast, it was genetically modified to produce the BT protein, and this was discovered and developed in the late 1990s and early 2000s. This is just pretty recent, right? Well, it is highly effective against specific groups of pest insects, but at the same time, it is non toxic to humans, animals, or beneficial insects. So, okay, the big question here, or the $1 million question, is how was the BT potato created? Scientists utilized a bacterium called Agrobacterium tumefaciens as a vector to insert the gene for the BT protein, so into the potato plant's DNA. So you are inserting the gene of the protein into the DNA of the crop, and this process is known as genetic transformation, and this is how the potato crop is being genetically modified, allowing the potato to produce the BT protein itself. And this would provide built-in protection against the Colorado potato beetle throughout the growing season. So it was like having your own built-in defense system. Field trials of transgenic BT expressing potatoes have shown season-long control of all stages of the Colorado potato beetle, providing greater protection from defoliation compared to conventional foliar insecticides. So they have used statistics and data to arrive at the conclusion that genetically modifying the potato would be more effective, it would allow the potato to remain as somewhat like a natural crop, but at the same time protect the crop from the problem at the time, which was Colorado potato beetles. In addition, the use of transgenic meaty potatoes reduces the need for chemical insecticides, and this results in safer food production and less harm to the environment. And this is a given since, as previously mentioned, you are incorporating the protein into the system of the potato through genetic modification, and this would allow for the potato to be able to, in a sense, defend itself from the beetle. But it's not just about pest control. Transgenic technology offers a wide range of potential benefits for potato production, and this is a matter that goes beyond insect resistance. Gene modifications can lead to potatoes with higher dry matter, lower sugars, and improved storage qualities. The qualities that pose, or not pose, but they offer bigger or more benefits to us consumers. These advancements not only enhance crop yield and quality, but they also contribute to food security and sustainability since they allow for the consistent and constant production of quality potatoes. Nonetheless, it's important to manage insect resistance effectively. While transgenic BT potatoes, they represent a powerful tool against the Colorado potato beetle. It's important to note that it is still crucial to provide refuges or refuge rather for susceptible individuals to prevent the establishment of resistant genes in the beetle population. So they would still note that in the production of the BT potato that the Colorado potato beetle would not be able to establish genes that would allow it to overcome the defense system of the BT potato. The, as for its safety for consumption, I would like to touch on this aspect since I am a business student and would like to look at the markets of potatoes. You have to note that extensive testing and regulatory approval processes are typically undertaken before any genetically modified crop, including the BT potato, is deemed safe for human consumption. So before they introduce this to the market, they would do tests and um, regulatory approval processes before doing so. Regulatory agencies such as the U.S. Food and Drug Administration or the FDA assess the safety of genetically modified crops, and these are based on factors such as potential allergenicity, toxicity, and nutrient composition. So they would really look into the micronutrients that the crop offers and base it compared to actual actual produced potatoes. The BT potato underwent rigorous testing to ensure that it met safety standards before being approved for commercial cultivation and consumption. Market production of the BT potato began after it received regulatory approval. So they can't really reduce this crop to the market without regulatory approval. A company known as the J.R. Simplot Company, which is a major agricultural biotechnology firm, was one of the pioneers in developing and commercializing the BT potato. They worked closely with the regulatory agencies, and this would ensure compliance with health safety standards and conducted field trials to assess the potato's performance and effectiveness in pest control. And once they finally obtained this regulatory approval, farmers were able to purchase and plant BT potato seeds for commercial production, and this offered the farmers a new tool for managing pest infestations while reducing reliance on chemical insecticides, which could have benefits for both crop yields and environmental sustainability, as mentioned earlier. And this would allow them to um, keep their profits constant, and this would serve as a as an as a breakthrough in terms of innovation for people in the agriculture sector. Overall, while the introduction of the BT potato represented a significant advancement in agricultural biotechnology, its safety for consumption and market production were contingent upon through testing and regulatory approval processes. These measures ensure that genetically modified crops meet established safety standards before they reach the market. In conclusion, nevertheless, the BT potato still served its purpose in becoming a stepping stone and ensuring the consistent production of potatoes, which allows for stability in markets and its constant production, it can now be a tool that addresses food security since the crop is now accessible by more people. And that concludes my podcast. Thank you.